Content warnings. Alcohol, amputation, asphyxiation, body horror, blood, cannibalism, claustrophobia, darkness, demons, drowning, drug use, edemophobia, eye horror, ghosts, gore, incest, insects, jump scares, medical abuse, medical malpractice, orientalism, racism, sexual violence, self-harm, stalking, suicide, torture, undead, unreality. Great. Alright, so I've got things to do, people to see. Oh hey, I found the last road. I didn't mean to go this way, but hey, I'll take it. Oh hey, it's Jack.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. How's Santa Monica, kiddo?
I didn't get to do much sightseeing.
I can't imagine you did. Probably too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
You could say that, yeah.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
I ran into Nines.
Yeah, not a moment too soon, huh? You said you guys let those Sabat go, too. Nines must be getting soft. How could you pass up that kind of fun?
How come he keeps helping me?
Well, he was left sireless, too. I don't know, maybe that's it. Well, he's got a thing for the little guy.
How do you think the Sabat found me?
Someone must have put a word out. Now, here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you, see what you think. What if the prince got the word out to the Sabat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse?
You really think that's possible?
Hey, it's just a theory, man, but who else is gonna be watching you so closely, knowing where you're going and all that?
Why would LaCroix help the Sabat?
I'm not saying he's working with the Sabat. I know he ain't. But he sure as hell could have put the word out there on the street where the Sabat would pick up on it. Just chew on that.
I could say that.
It's how the Camarilla works, kiddo, trust me. I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries now.
I don't know. He's sending me to investigate the Elizabeth Dane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why? What's up, Jack?
The sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankaran sarcophagus?
No, but I don't really trust him to tell me the truth anyway.
Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you in on the details. That sarcophagus is bad news. Kindred around the globe have been going batshit since it was discovered.
Why?
The word is there's an ancient asleep in there. One of the fathers, one of the vampires, that if you trace your lineage way back, there's a chance it'd end up with him at the root.
He was asleep this whole time?
Ancients don't just nap. They sleep whole ages away, and when they wake up, they're hungry.
What, you afraid of the boogeyman, Jack?
It's more than that, you know. Most kindred think it's one of the signs of the end, the apocalypse. Every religion has their own version. Kindred call it Gehenna, and the way they tell it, it starts when the ancients rise to devour their children.
You don't really believe this stuff, do you?
Well, kiddo, I guess you're gonna be the one to find out. Hey, good luck. Try not to wake Grandpa Munster and kill the world, huh?
Why is the prince sending me? And why did he send me to Santa Monica?
Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
How did Nines make a difference?
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Eventually are born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
You're not into public relations, Jack?
Yeah, man, it's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it.
Is LaCroix afraid of Nines? I thought he was the boss.
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is the boss. That's rich.
You're not part of the Camarilla?
Free living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label anarchs. Whatever the hell that means. Anarchs. Does got a nice kick to it, though, huh? Yeah.
Tell me about the Anarchs.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
How long has the Anarch movement existed?
Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean, anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here?
It's good to know your history.
I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever gonna be easy, but some things you gotta decide are worth fighting for.
Maybe. Does Nines feel the same way?
You bet, kid.
Is he in charge here?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
What about the rest of Nines' group?
Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nines crew.
What clan are you?
Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood.
I've got a few more questions.
Moving right along.
So tell me about the Camarilla.
Oh, my favorite topic.
What do you think of Camarilla
Don't
ideals?
think that Camarilla has a monopoly on those ideals, okay, kid? No one is arguing over that shit, and if they tell you that's what this fight is all about, then they're really giving you the full fist. You hear me?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were.
The Camarilla protects the people running the Camarilla. That's it, the end. The rest of them are bloody gristle for the machine.
Is LaCroix one of the big boys?
Not one of the bigs, but he ain't out risking his ass in the street, that's for sure. Croy has ambitions of joining that inner circle. Delivering Los Angeles in their pocket would look killer on a resume.
Yeah, he definitely wants the corner office.
Ah, to hell with LaCroix. I blasted better vampires' brains all over the wall. He's not the prince, he's a prince.
You've dealt with princes like him in the past?
He's a typical Ventru asshole. Predictable, safe, no imagination. Ah, man, the guy's a pussy. He just got lucky he showed up in L.A. at the right time.
He's just stupid and lucky.
I'm not saying he's stupid. He's just an asshole and needs his teeth kicked in, that's all.
What do you know about the sheriff?
Oh, the sheriff, yeah. I love how everyone's talking about that big mystery. It's like someone embraced a doped-up gorilla.
Do you have a problem with the whole Camarilla or just the leadership?
I'm not saying let's go torch the Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel because she happens to be a Camarilla. I'm saying let's change that shit from the top down.
How do you know who's the bad guy then?
Camarilla membership is 95% victims, 5% evil bastards. But make sure and understand, any of those victims points a gun at me, they get drained and slaughtered like sheep.
What about me? Am I part of the problem or what?
Hey man, you do what you gotta do to survive when you're young, but there comes a time when that excuse don't fly no more. When you should know better and want to do something about it.
I just wish the facts were easier to come by.
Being dead is no excuse for walking around with your eyes closed.
I've got more questions.
Moving right along.
Tell me about the Anarchs.
That's us, so I'm told. What you want to know?
I've got more questions.
Moving right along.
Tell me about the Sabbat.
Again? Does everything have to be about these dickheads?
I hope
The
not.
Sabbat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws.
Are they anti-Camarilla?
Yeah, they oppose the Camarilla, but they suck when it comes to execution.
What's wrong with
The
them?
Sabbat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabbat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same.
Later.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
Funny, is Nines Rodriguez around here?
Nines is expected. Have some manners and don't wear out your welcome. I'm skipped. Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your ashes to the door.
Yeah, alright. Got a few minutes to talk?
What's up?
None of this vampire shit makes any sense to me.
You gotta understand, Kindred. You're carrying a 6,000-year curse in your blood. No matter how powerful it makes you feel,
Curse?
that blood is a tangle of chains that's gonna leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence.
Why do you say that?
Your elders command the blood. They control the blood, and the blood listens. You'll never even hear their call, but the blood will, and it'll make you obey.
How can you break free?
That shit stretches all the way back to King, man. Nothing you can do. Some ancient sleeping in a tomb half a world away has a bad dream, and you gon' feel that shit. Like it or not.
Who's Cain?
King, man. Father of all vampires. Killed his brother Abel and was cursed by God to walk eternity feeding on the blood of his children. Some heavy shit, sister.
You don't really believe that, do you?
Keep your voice down. Is Cain real? I don't know. Not sure I want to know.
I hear you, but where are you going with this?
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla?
What have you got against the Camarilla?
But Camarilla just ain't necessary. Their rules is just common sense shit. The masquerade and all that. Sure, it makes sense. Like the Ten Commandments. You know the Ten Commandments, don't you?
Sure.
Yeah, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Sounds good, but you and me both know that shit don't always fly. What if some society like the Camarilla comes along and just up and kills you if you break one damn commandment?
I see your point.
See, we weren't meant to live like that. And I followed someone else's rules for 3 years in Vietnam. But it wasn't until after we embraced that I understood real oppression.
So, the Anarchs of the way, huh?
Anarchs, we had the only ticket to free living in the afterlife, my friend.
What about Nines? Isn't he like the Prince of the Anarchs?
No one bows to Nines Rodriguez. He leads by example, down here with us. Better than some chicken shit, limp-wrist paper pusher hiding up in his tower. Camarilla, she couldn't see the difference.
But you agree with the Masquerade?
I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. The Masquerade is a fruity Camarilla label. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with it. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about.
Maybe, I don't know.
You know, speaking of the Masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with.
Tell me about
There's
it.
this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. She's a real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
What's her name?
Her name is Patty. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy stopped calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and shit ain't so fun no more.
Why don't you just tell her that he doesn't want to see her anymore?
Man, she's been told he was dead. She don't listen. Just asks again louder. Junkie. She's gonna make a scene and get us all some real heat.
What kind of heat are you talking about?
Vampire hunters, man. You start doing stupid shit and breaking the masquerade, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Trust me. Hunters are the kind of trouble you don't want.
Alright, so what about your little problem with Patty?
She's crossed the line. The only time that mouth ain't blabbing is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret, you hear?
I'll do it up. I'll do it to uphold the Masquerade.
All right, have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know it's silent. Just let me know when it's done.
Alright.
Sabat chased you in here, Cammy? Heard Nine saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would have stopped counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack? Cammy, you'd have a whole lot less above your neck if it hadn't been for Nines calling the prince out in that courtroom. Shit. Looks like things worked out for LaCroix anyway. Got himself a new errand girl out of it. As long as you're a tool for some cape, you don't have to say a word to start pissing me off. Oh, you want to know what my problem is? All right, I'll tell you what my problem is. You ready? You are my goddamn problem. Anyone who would lay it down for some cape in an ivory tower deserves what they get. Oh, that's real. Let me put it in perspective for you. The Camarilla claims every kindred's part of the organization regardless. You do something they don't like, well, you're Camarilla, so you get punished under their laws, like it or not. You need to start listening, or you're gonna wind up just like your sire. I'm Damsel, den mother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix ruled in. That goddamn blood witch told you what? He thinks we're responsible for that plague bearer? If I hadn't promised Nines I'd keep my nose clean, I'd go over right now and rip him a new wizard shoe. Magic missile casting motherfucker! A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. Enough get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak. Seen, old yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearers gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out. One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him. Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me. You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. What it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power. Them's fighting words, newbie. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example out of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be. Which is, of course, the biggest load of horseshit a man ever heard. I learned the way of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state. The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us. I got their meeting right here. LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn. No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. Long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bit it or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield. Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun. After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah, I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this, and keep your body at an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches. LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
What? Get away from me! Leave me alone! Oh, you do? Well, I don't believe you. You're after my aluminum cans, aren't you? Well, you're not gonna get them. Just get away! Ah, okay. Alls I know is that old Tin Can Bill. He's been jabbering about some kind of monster that took him somewhere and got him sick. And that's all I know, okay? And that's all I'm saying. Well, you can usually find him down in his alleyway, just across from that bar over there.
Get lost. Who's there, huh? Old Bill can't see too good these days. Is that you, Betty? I ain't got no booze tonight, so you may as well get the hell out of here. Yeah, I might be able to. But I'm awful thirsty tonight, miss. Could you spare $5 for a man who's been down on his luck? Thank you much. I'm going to have to go pick up some hooch. For medicinal purposes, you know. Now, I know you ain't going to believe old Bill, because I've been telling my friends and the cops and everyone since it happened. And people just say that it's the hooch talking and nothing more. It was a monster, you see. A monster with his face all twisted and ugly, teeth longer than your finger, and these eyes piss yellow and full of hate. I've never seen eyes like that before. Still giving me bad dreams. He grabbed me, threw me over his shoulder, took me to the bad place, the dark place. Oh, God, the smell. Worse than anything I've... And then he bit me. My neck. Oh, God, it was horrible. Don't remember too much after that. Blacked out and woke up here in my alley. Haven't been feeling too well since then. Came up through the sewers, he did. Just around the corner there. Don't want to go back to the bad place, friend. Don't let the monster come back and take me there.
your way down here, did you? Following the smell of entrails and rotting flesh. Looking for a free meal, little bloodsucker. There's meat galore in my kingdom. Brother Canker, they call me. High Lord in the diseased halls of the dead. Look around you. The blood. The bloated bodies. The maggot-ridden mortal shells. These are the signs. The coming of a new age. They are the weak, sick, hopeless. I bring them a new purpose. They are the vessels of darkness, carrying the diseased truth in their veins. The Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle. The darkest dawn is almost upon us. Come, join us in these last nights, spreading our disease upon the earth, sharing this unholy communion with our human herd. The doors have been opened, the seals broken, and the final steps into the abyss, the terrible mysteries of the Ninth Circle. Come, join the disciples who have gathered here, floating in their own putrescence. I will show you the mysteries of our brotherhood as I feed on your flesh.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here now. Okay. Kitty cat, I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be doing that? Oof. Alright, finish that part up. Ooh, she drains fast. I got one plague bearer. Let's go find another plague bearer. Well, actually, let's go find the Skyline Apartments. Alright. There's so many things to do at the Skyline Apartments. Muddy's there. That paranormal guy is at the Skyline Apartments. That guy who is, who got bit by the guy. That's so helpful.
Baby girl, I saw you coming from down the street and I started praying to the Lord to find it in his heart to send you to me, and hallelujah if he didn't come through for me. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Mag. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God, not, but you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause there's more of me to love.
What do you got in the
Now,
truck?
that is a legitimate question, but a better question to be, what don't I got in this truck? Cause at Fat Larry's, my motto is, everything's got a price, but I probably know somebody who can get it anyway.
You gonna talk all night, or are you gonna sell me some?
Nah, that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now, that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, business.
Show me some merchandise.
Yo, man, gotta go lock with this
I'm gonna take that.
This week only.
I'm just gonna
Yo,
buy
yo,
some
yo, I
chickens.
got dinosaur eggs.
Until
You
I
don't
am
know what
full.
kind. Buy 'em and hatch 'em.
I got a new outfit. What's up? Alright. Skyline Apartments right up here. In we go. You know what? We are gonna make you sleep. Bye, guy. Email. Well, that's not gonna work out for me. Apartment notes? At 1. Simon Milligan. He's on TV, so odds are footage of his place will be worth something eventually. Gotta keep an eye on him. Apt 2. Sean Milton. He's a slub and he never really has chicks over. Some guy has been staying with him lately, so I haven't wanted to watch much. Apt 3. Apartment 3, Georgia Welch. This rich broad is pretty hot. Oh, the password on her door is 9648, so maybe I'll sneak in there and steal some panties to auction online. Apartment 4, vacant. No reason to keep an eye on this one. Apartment 5, Paul Anderson. I thought there was no reason to watch him, but then I caught him upstairs. I'll keep the tape rolling. Apartment 6, Hannah Glazer. The gold mine. Something hot is always going on in there. That something usually is Hannah herself. Fun. Now I can change all the cameras. Well, that is a sewer access. Nothing interesting. Okay. Alright.
What?
So, first apartment. Anything good in here? Okay. Oh, hey. A photo. Email. Oh no. That did not work. Oh, hey.
Hospital. But my crew, are they...
Get out of here. Run fast. If you ever had. Dead, yes. There are places that humans should never enter. This was one.
But how did you... What are you?
The last thing you'll ever see.
Hey, stop right there.
I gotta kill you, my guy. Sorry. Don't miss this. Alright. Second floor. Alright. Nope, nothing interesting there.